What is the best corporate chain restaurant that I've ever worked in? And the answer may honestly surprise you. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, I talk a lot about the Cheesecake Factory, and I genuinely do love that company. I think they pay their employees fairly, I think they treat you well, and I think you get a ton of cooking experience for it being a chain restaurant. However, this is where I break it to you, that is not my favorite restaurant I've ever worked in as far as chains go. Now, if you live on the East Coast or in the middle of the country, you may have heard of a winery chain called Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant. They own and operate about 40 locations at this point, and they are a winery that make their own wine out of Chicago, but they also have a from-scratch concept. And oh boy, I love this company. I worked there for over 2 years as a sous chef for them, and they treat you like a real human being. Full stop. They're not so much fine dining, but they are upscale casual. They have a winery up front where you can do a wine tasting. Then they have a back half of the restaurant and also a little bakery area. Their food is exquisite. Their wine is amazing, but how they treat you as an employee is really next level. My time as a sous chef, when I first got hired there, after a month of training, I got flown out to Chicago to meet with corporate, the CEO, got wined and dined for a week, did some corporate training there, and then went back to my home location to operate it. They give out things like culture awards and family values, and I know that's tacky. I hate the verbiage of we're all a family here, but there was just something about every single higher up person in that company that made you feel special. They remembered your names. They asked you how you were doing when they came to visit. Your executive chef and general manager always honored time off, especially during the holidays. And as a sous chef and also managers, you got a $200 card to spend basically on your food. You could spend it on food, you could spend it on wine. The bakery section, they had a little gift section too. But managers and chefs also got half off. So you essentially had $400 that got reloaded every single month to spend to feed your family on top of your salary. And with it being an upscale casual dining establishment, the pay was also very good. The cooks are very well trained. They genuinely care about what they do, and they're paid fairly. And you know what's going to drive food sales and quality is if you pay your staff fairly. I can't really speak to what my salary was there because it's going to vary from state to state, but I can tell you it's definitely one of the higher salaries I got. And it's a chain restaurant, which is very uncommon. So if you do have a Cooper's Hawk near you, I encourage you to go check it out. The employees love working there. I love working there. And it's definitely a good place just to take a date. But if you have any more questions about restaurants I've worked at, drop a comment below.